So now let's work with hair color and texture. So in order to work with that, let me just drag a simple sphere right here, and I'm going to simulate a hair object just like this. So if I were to render this, you can see that the default renderer actually brings out some hair like this, as you can see. So in order to bring out a natural hair, I'm just going to press play button right here. And I'm going to let the dynamics work out. So I'm going to press Ctrl R, and you'll be able to see that this is what you get with right here. You can see that by default, there's a bit of a brownish type of hair right there. And if you want to work around with the hair material, you can go over here. So once you create hair, you can see that a hair material is created by default. So I'm just going to double click over here. And then once I actually go over here onto the hair, you'll be able to see that there's the gradient for the hair. So there's the basics, as you can see. And you can work around with the thickness scale, Kim clump, so you can enable all of these, as you can see. So I'm going to go over to the color first. So you can see that it is this color by default. So I can just change it. Let's say I want the color to be blondish. So let me say I want it to be a bit yellow right here. Just like that, press OK, and that's the color you see. And here's the preview, as you can see right here. I can go over here and change this from black as well. So if I were to press Ctrl R, you'll be able to see that the color of the hair changes now, as you can see right here, just like that with a simple click. You can decrease the brightness of the hair as well, as you can see. So if you want to make it darker, you can simply do that. You can also add in texture if you want to, just like that. You can use an image just like that, and you can work around with the roots over here. So you can work around with the individual roots, tips, and even tint it out, as you can see right here. So let's go to the specular color right here. So that's how shiny the hair looks. So you can actually increase the strength of the specular color right here and the sharpness right here. So it is more shiny, as you'll be able to see. So there's a bit of a shine to the hair as I work around with this, just like that. There's also the thickness of the hair, as you can see. So right now the root is 1 centimeter and the tip is 0.1. So I can increase the thickness of the root to 7 centimeter. Let's see how that looks around now. So if I were to render that out, you can see that the roots are much more thicker. So now let me just start up the roots by 1 centimeter over here, and the tips to be around 20 centimeter. Let's see what type of a look that actually gives out over here from the hair. You can see that it is much more thicker, just like a cartoon character. You can see that you get this thick type of material right here if you enable the thickness, just like that. So let me just go over here onto the thickness, and you can see that there's the sample here. So I'm just going to add in 0.1. So you have the thin sort of a hair, just like that. You can work around with the variation of the thickness over here. So there's the variation in the thickness of different strands of hair. And you can also work around with the curve of the hair right here. So you can work around with what type of a curve you want. So you have this type of a curve, as you can see. And if you were to move this curve right here, so there's little hair in the tip, not in the tip, but on the scalp, and more on the tip, as you can see. You can work around with this and even add in points right here, work around with hairs just like this. I can press Ctrl R, and you'll be able to see similar results just like this. So you can really control out how the hair actually looks like. There's also the elimination feature right here. You can diffuse it. You can see that it is dark. You decrease it, it becomes brighter. You can change the roughness of the hair as well, and reflectiveness and other settings right here. So everything is here, as you can see. So if I were to move this around, press Ctrl R, you can see that that's the hair color and texture, as you can see right there. You can work around with everything right here. So let me just go to the hair material again into the color, and I can add in different colors over here as well. So I'm gonna go over here and let's add in something like this one. And let's say I'm gonna add in something like green right here, so kind of like a party hair and so forth, and press OK. If I were to press Ctrl R now, you'll be able to see a similar result. So you got a party hair like thing going on over there. So this is how you control the hair color and hair color variation inside of Cinema 4D. Hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.